Huh? Oh boy, haven't done this in a little bit. Hello. I do not know who is there, or if anyone is there, but... Alright, let me get it so you guys can see Blender. Hello, thank you for the follow. We don't need that, we're not doing anything special today. So, I guess Twitch changed some of their, like, basic stuff, so I don't know how well the stream's running, or if it's running. Alright, to modeling we go. I'm doing okay. Kind of getting out of a cold and did some moving to say, so that is why there hasn't been a stream from me. something different. On we go. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I apologize for the long period again of not posting or streaming. Again, life gets in the way. Yes. This is our concern today. Yes, it is. Hello, Ben. I'm about to break many a things. Just you wait. Now watch as the locomotive combusts. Howdy. Good old NCS country music. Let's see if there's something. Where's there? Thank you, A22 Gaming, for the follow. Just gonna put this out real quick. We are looking at doing an official dev stream this evening, but I was just like, hey, why not test the stream, because, you know, Twitch updating their stuff is always stable. Well, I could figure that one out, Kit. Yeah, I've been there, done stuff with 3Ds myself, went to rap. Usually it took... Yeah, I am not looking forward to this tab right here. I do not enjoy this tab. Honestly, haven't even been in Blender in what feels like months, just because between college and me getting a official railroad job, I'm going to be a railroader. I have not had the time to model, and if it is, I just didn't want to. Which sounds sad, but the way it is. Oh, no way, you're making moonshine still. Also, real quick, those of you out there, can you tell me how the audio is? Because, again, Streamlabs redid their thing, so I don't really know how it's doing. Aw, dang. Would have been funny. I'm not gonna say the official railroad. It's not that I care about privacy, but I just don't really feel like I'm in a place to say it. But the Jacksonville area down here in Florida. Thank you for telling me that. So let's see. I have a checklist somewhere. Like I said, I haven't worked on this model in a hot minute, so we actually have to look back and see what I'm forgetting. Checklist. I still have the model around. If you want a copy of it, I could see how it being a funny little Easter egg drop somewhere in the map. I don't know. You'd have to ask Huey about that. I don't have any say over it. I think it'd be pretty funny. Alright. Wheel wells we did. That'd be cool. Do I I still have the drawings? I do. Alright, lads, it's time to do a funny. We're gonna do the whistle today. I feel like it. I was gonna say, if it ended up getting put in game, I think that'd be kind of funny to, just like a really jank still, a platform next to it, and be like, yeah, you can run Moonshine if you feel like it. See if I remember how to Blender. What do you guys want to listen to this, or do you guys want to listen to the Railroads Online track? It's not too many polys. Fine. It's fine. It's a stable game. Don't worry. I do remember how to Blender. I would like that. I think it'd be cool, but that's just me. Oh, honestly, you want to hear something really funny? When you post a YouTube video on your YouTube channel that isn't the official Railroads Online YouTube channel, it's just my one. And I posted a 1,000 subscriber video a little while ago, and there's like there's a few people that are like, hey, good job, we look forward to seeing this, and then there's like 15 comments that are just like, I have a bug with this game, or when is this coming? And I'm like, does this have anything to do with the video, or do you just think that this is going to get you attention? My favorite. But nevertheless, we are here. "17 people. Hey yo. It's pretty cool. So, do I want to do it like that, or should I do... Okay, so here's the thing. Now hear me out. Blender is really weird. And the only reason I say it's really weird is because I have roughly 8, 9 years of 8 or 9 years of CAD design. So I've worked with everything, and I kid you not, I mean everything. I started in Roblox Studios. I've worked with Autodesk, so you know, AutoCAD and all that stuff. I've worked with Blender. I've worked with what is it? Softworks or something like that. And what's the last one I've worked with? Shape Labs. Yeah, I start 3DS was the last one because I did modeling for Grand Theft Auto mods back in the day. But my lord, I hate out of all of them, Blender is honestly like the most consistent, I think. It has the most opportunities, that's why I stick with it. But lord, was it just not fun to learn. How much detail should we put into this whistle? That is the question. It's a simple shape, so we can put some detail in. That's kind of cool. I always liked 3DS, but the only problem I had with 3DS was the stuff I was doing. It had its limitations, and I'd have to go to Blender to do it anyways. So I was like, no. The bad I want to get into 3D modeling, but I have no idea what to use. Okay, that topic is kind of an interesting discussion. If you want the most widely used thing, then Blender's probably your answer, because you can export in so many different, like you can export in all of these different things that, um, most softwares can other softwares can use. This locomotive doesn't have brakes. This is only like the 10 only has tender brakes like the Class 70 had. This is a super early. Yes, Blender is free. That is the best of the best. Blender is free. The only thing you ever have to pay for is like plugins. But even then you don't need plugins. Plugins just make your life a little easier. Oh my lord. Uh yeah. So what I've learned to answer or not answer that question, but 3900, that is what I would do is I'd find something that you really like and enjoy. Like what for me, what I did was my first model was a K27 in Minecraft for immersive railring. That was my first Blender model. And what I did is I had a lot of want to get it, so I was able to model, and in that I learned a lot, and I also made friends while in the process, and that's what got me into where I am now, modeling, all of these polys and fun stuff. Also, apologizes for being really stuffy. I'm kind of getting out of a cold or getting into a cold, so not feeling. Hello, Brad. I wanted to learn. Yeah, but that'll give you your commitment to learn it. And once you get into it, it's not bad. But the thing is it goes in waves. Like you'll be like, hey, this is really cool. I really enjoy it, and then you'll go, this is getting tiring, and then you'll take like a week or two off, and then you'll go back to it. It comes in waves. It's like anything else. 3DS is the most expensive. Yeah, no kidding. What is the license a year? Like $2,500? Okay, time to make money with not even evenly spaced, which makes me angry. Okay, anyone out there who wants to learn Blender, I beg you, by the grace of God, please learn hotkeys. It will save your life. Because if you try and sit here and click around, you're gonna waste more time moving your mouse back and forth than you are the model. Yeah, it's not user friendly at all. 3DS, you're expected to know what you're doing going into it. And the only reason I had any idea is I worked with Autodesk for 8 years in my engineering courses. That is not cheating, and not at all cheating. You want me to show you why? Because skill. Because you go to it and you go, hey, that's not good, and then you just go, no, it's fine, because you select it. Me learning how to use Blender again. You shade it like that. You hit him with a this, and then look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. No, not cheating. It's fine. I do not like this shape though. I think that's a bolt running through it. No, so this right here is your valve. So what I think I may do with this, we're gonna do something like this. And yes, I know it's slightly off. Please don't tell me. Young kids these days. Oh yes, I'm a youngin'. I worry about this one. Oh, I know. I don't take it as an insult. So it's such a weird thing, because I will say Blender, golly, can you get burnt out of it? Like, I have been inactive in modeling for, I mean, you can even ask him. I've been gone for a hot minute. But once you get back into it, it's a very satisfying feeling. Do not. I will not. I refuse. That Shay is cursed. It is going to take ages. I mean, your standard rod locomotives already take a long time. Something about this is... You guys want to listen to some non-copyright country, or do you want to listen to the Railroads Online track? Have fun when you do it, then. I don't know if it'll be worth it, though, because when the official dev team releases something, I don't know. But if it's for your own self, then knock yourself out. That'd probably be a fun project, honestly. Put a cap on it. How detailed do we want this? I've got plans for something that would never be included in the game Locomotive Vibe, but a template chapter 2. See, the thing is Blender's really a pain to learn, and it is quite user-friendly compared to other things. It's just tedious getting started, but once you're started, my god, you can do... Once you get the basics down, you can do almost everything with the basics that you have. It doesn't get, like, super, super complicated until you want to make it complicated. Which I think is nice. Could do it kind of backwards. Oh, there. You know, we already hear Peyton screaming about the polys right now. Okay. But I'll poly crunch it before. Oh wow, a lot of comments. Got plans or something. An M4 Sherman. Uh, yes and no. It's a good. I would say it's a good thing to start on, only because it has elements of every type of modeling. So you need to learn like smoothing, rounding. You probably need to do edge splits and stuff like that. But the only reason I worry about it is it's a lot of repetitive detail. And some of the detail is on a scale that some people wouldn't notice, so you kind of have to make the decision if you're going to go for like a prototypical model, or if you're going for something that could be used in a game, whatever, you know, it may be. You have to think about all that when modeling, sadly. Forget, there we go. Heyo, whistle lad. What is this music? Okay. Let me get the good soundtrack up. Give me a second. There we go. The bops. So my thing is, if it's something that you have a lot of drive to learn, then you're probably going to do better on it. If it's something that is, what's the right word? If you enjoy if you enjoy like the Shermans and all that, and you like really dedicated to it, then you'll probably end up wanting to learn it more because you're more dedicated towards the project. If you get something you're not as interested in, then you're probably not going to do as well on it. Time to backface delete. You. Be gone. Be gone. There's so many little things that I need to look at on this Loco, like this roof is not quite right. Oh, the interior, don't even get me started. I have to do that whole thing, which I'm not looking forward to. Also, didn't mention it, but we are having yeah, delete. I was trying to delete a part and I deleted the entire model. Yeah, and that was before I was really comfortable with it, and for like new hotkeys and all, so I was like, where's the back button? Where's the back button? But thought that we're gonna have a dev stream tonight with all the devs. It's probably gonna be more of an official stream as well. Looking at like 7 to 8ish EST PM. Yeah, Control Z works in here as well. A lot of your standard control keys work, so V, C, Z. Okay. Be the funny and see how this looks. Lovely. Oh. That is a thick chime. So, cool thing with 2D, especially if you're doing mechanical, or 3D, especially if you're doing mechanical objects in 3D, is you can start a lot of projects in 2D as long as you know how to do them. And I know that makes it sound a lot harder than it is, but like if we go into this, why are you not transparent? There. So you notice there is a picture behind this. A lot of this was done by taking, even though this is like a cylinder, a lot of it was done by starting, like I started with the wheels, which honestly, as simple as they look, it took probably a good day to do them. Just because you're looking at all of these flow meshes and stuff like that, and then you have to do different topic that's a little bit more advanced. But a lot of the times you can start with 2D images, and then from there you really start getting in, like stumbling on my words because I want to jump to a bunch of different things, but that's not how you do them. Oh, yeah, and you have like renders and stuff like that, doing cameras, and you're rendering, which I don't even want to start a render because it'll take like 10 minutes on my good computer. Such a weird locomotive. Like, I want to put a wheel here. I would say give it a shot. It's frustrating, but it's very rewarding. Like, if we take a step away, like, let me save this real quick. Please. There. Like, we can take a look at my first, so this was my first Blender creation right here. Now, before you go, because, and I'm not saying this with ego, but before you go, wow, that's really good for your first Blender, I had, you know, I want to say probably 9 years of CAD development experience. So I already knew how to work in a 3D space, it was just a matter of me learning. But this was my first Blender. And then it's just a matter of like starting and going through with it. UV unwrapping and texturing is a complete pain. Don't ask me how to do it because I hate doing it. But yeah, very rewarding. And then I have a couple other projects that are in here as well, like this one. Oh yes, the wheel, which I don't think any of my drawings are saved. Nope, so I have to replace those, but so if you really want to know about the texturing, there's a lot of really good YouTube's videos out there. It's called UV unwrapping and mapping, and it's used in this one. And basically, you take said wheel and split it into a bunch of parts, and then from those parts you lay it flat, and then you have to scale textures to it. For Railroads Online, we use a software called, well, most of us, I can't say all of us because we all use a little bit different modeling methods, but we all do Substance Painter because it has some of the best graphics, so to say, the best quality pieces out there. But before I joined the team, I actually had this one going that I'm debating on reviving. So weird. Yeah, actually, I did some stuff for Trains as well. Trains 19, which is another battle. There's something else in here. Yeah, whatever. We have... The only thing I don't like about Substance Painter is when you're modeling and all, and you do like UV baking, which baking is how you get like the really, really good textures. It's kind of weird. And don't worry about the floating parts, that's future stuff that needs to be put on. But it turns into like a different battle. You have to do some of the stuff a little more. Hey, can I just center this? Hold on. That looks cool. Okay, about that. Catwalks, they should be solid now. It was a error. It's not a bug, but it's just one of those things that we haven't really like sat down and gone through yet. When we actually sit through and do all of the final quality checking, because right now we're doing the bug fixes rather than the modeling. I don't have the programming. But we will, yes, you will be able to you will be able to walk on the catwalks and all. Go away. Oh, not that far. Okay, there's one of the things done, somewhat. Everything on here has to get quality checked, so I don't sit and do everything down to the great control for firebox. The Sam Dome has to be redone. Interior of firebox controls the cab. So the cab is actually pretty much done. I just need to do the interior and the floor decking. Stack Stevenson piping headlight door. Axle journals need to be redone on the tender. Toolboxes I finished. Couplers I don't even want to. Flaring. Oh, the fairings. Do that real quick. Because there's a toolbox on the end of this. Yeah. I think I've already pulled the deck out. Yep. So this. One of the best things about Blender is no matter where you're at on a modeling like in the modeling stage, you can always edit stuff. So even though everything looks super rendered on here, if I wanted to, I can click on this and just, drag this line out and it'll try and fix itself. But that's one of the things I love, because on the other stuff, like once you get to a certain stage, you kind of have to finalize your designs, which that means you have to really check through everything. With this, you can kind of just go as needed. Grab. Oh yeah, the doors come down really. Ew, someone followed. Thank you, Colin, for the follow. I have to do the tender interior as well, so it'd have a water box. I was a long time ago a trains creator. Hold on, I know you're going to be staring, but I'm going to get up and go get myself a drink. I will talk, but I cannot see chat. I didn't do too much for trains. I did detailing on like personal projects, but I never really got into like payware or full content, if that makes any sense. I wish I did. Something like control point simulations or something like that, that'd be really cool. Especially because then I'd be making some money, unlike now. Grab myself some lemonade, some ice. Back we go. Yeah, I started with trains 2008, I think, or something like that. When you get back, want to know something very amusing model-wise about the climax? I'm back. Okay, back to what we were doing. Do we want to do brackets? Just for consistency. I think the 70 has them. They do. I need your hinges. Give me your hinges. If you look down by the water spout, you can see a single poly that got deleted when it shouldn't have. Doing a crack in it. Nice. There's a lot of little things like that that if you look for them, they're kind of funny. On the cookie, the Johnson bar, not the bar itself, but your actuator on the frame, when it goes back and forth, it goes into the wheel. It goes like inside of the driver because it's animated. Yeah. I found that kind of funny. We have to do riveting detail soon. Punk. Excuse me, may I have your parts? Ooh. Yeah, the rivets suck. Especially because I think, like, I'm not modeling them now because they want to do them in a different style. I think they want to do like PBR or something like that. So it's a little easier on people's systems. Climax is funny word, yes. I'm doing this very terribly, but it is fine. You're gonna leave those, aren't you? Just delete. Just get rid of. Bingo. Link. Link. How not to. Well, you know, if I didn't do it in a stupid way, I wouldn't have that problem, but I just kind of was like, yeah. Okay, you need editing. Local. Free, it's gonna do this, isn't it? Yeah. What was the, is it you that had the new tank car going? I think you messaged me about it as well. That tank car looks kind of weird. Not in a bad way, it looks cool, but it's just, I've never seen a tank car look like that. God, the rivets suck. Rivets are something else. You, my friend, need some help. But you're fine. It's fine. Imperfections is just human error. It's not my fault. That is the way. Because if it was perfect, we wouldn't have problems. This, and then you hold this key. Very cool. I am a professional modeler. Most recent. You know what's shocking is some of the trains modelers that are out there nowadays. Actually, you wanna know what's shocking is the Roblox and like Gmod and just random game modelers where I'm like, what? That's so much detail for the game that it's going into. And I just think it's shocking. I like that a little better. Oh. You. No. 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 Oh my lord. You. Thank you. Actually, just be gone. Yeet. Next model for Roblox. Our gauge was around like 14 studs, right? So, even now, as like kind of a fun side project, I don't know if any of you know A and G, um, but I do like row scale modeling and stuff just because it's so easy. And it's like I can get locomotives and stuff done in like a day. Oh, that stuff's fun. Uh, effort. Is there a way to duplicate? I'm trying to use old commands and I don't remember them. What's a lot of dedication? Yeah, red train. I remember that. Oh yeah, someone was asking if we'd model boiler explosions and all into Yeah, I read back in chat. Thank you though. Someone was asking if we would do like boiler explosions, and I was like, locomotives already take however much long to get into the game. If you ask it to do like damage modeling and all, that's gonna take ages. Am I El Stupido? Should good. This is the Bell's Gap 060. It's a Baldwin 060. Not a dumb question. I've been working on it. So let me ask you a question. Do you mean like how long has it been since I started the project, or how much time have I put into the project? I started this when I first brought onto the project, so I've been working on this for about 8 months. I've only put probably about 4 months of total work into it, because for the last 2 months or so, I haven't really been, like today is probably the first day I've gotten back into Blender to work on it. This lad is giving me problems. More like the me not remembering how to duplicate stuff is giving me problems. Uh, I click it is. I'm not stupid. Yes. Me remembering hotkeys. No. No, not that. Alright, picture time. Do you have brackets? You do. Do you have brackets? You do. Okay, speaking of rivets, back. These rivets sucked. I hated them. They took so long to do, and they were like such a minimal amount of them. And they don't even look that good. I think I'm gonna need to redo them. Like, I know I'm gonna need to redo the Baldwin plate. I need to redo the mounts. Oh, there's so much that needs to be worked on. But let's see. Sorry if you don't see me doing anything. I'm reading through a list and I'm updating it. Okay, so those are done. So we did the wheel wells. I did. Let me actually. We're gonna go off topic again. Just for hell of it. Attached. You over here until I remember to mess with you. That is incorrect. Thank you. Those. California Zephyr. I'm gonna make one of the model. There's something. Oh my god. No. One of the things that would absolutely be terrible about animating that chain is you'd need to animate slack in both directions, which means it'd need custom code to know which way the slack is going, which means there would be so many animation parts on that. That's terrible. Please never do that. I don't even know what that is. Which we are. I looked that up. Howdy, thank you. How are you doing? Those are cool looking logos. Alright, back to work. Ooh, how you liking there, Eureka? Ooh, that's a render. Ow. There you go. Let's render. That is not my model by any means, but I do. The team appreciates that. I did not make the Eureka though. That is not my model. Ooh. Oh, not what I wanted. Base. There we go. Now we have to put a modifier on it. That's a little better. Appreciate it. The team appreciates that. A lot of work being put into it, but I'm glad that people are enjoying it. This is the Bell's Gap. I think it's an 11E1 Baldwin 060. If anyone here is new and didn't hear me earlier or see the announcement, we are doing an official dev stream tonight around 7 or 8 EST with some of the dev team on the public map, and we'll be playing the game and bug testing and all that fun stuff. So if you have questions, you can ask us then as well. Okay. Kind of skip the European save for the cook. So the cookie is by far my favorite locomotive because of how it runs, and it has loco brakes. But now that the Class 70 has loco brakes, that's a pretty big deal. Yes, you do see flip normals on the bottom. Steepest grade is 4 with empties, worst curve is 20 degrees. Eureka's a little bit, well, it has less tractive effort, but it is pretty fast. So, some people like that. Oh, on this lad? So, this is Bell's Gap. 11D1, that's the bald one. It's, where is it at? It's on here somewhere. 1872, this locomotive. May of 1872. It'll have transparent glass, so if you can see up that high, then yeah. I'm sure we'll do something with the caboose and then just put it in game, but when we first add it, it may just be that. Class 70 is very cool, but I like the K series locomotives better. Then here's the only, or one of few pictures of the Eureka or Bell's Gap in real life. With the funny tender. I don't have too much information that I can give publicly on K's because it's, you know, so sought after. Everyone's like, when is it coming? When is it coming? I don't know how much fuel it can hold. It depends on how much we can fit in there. But I have the statistics sheet somewhere, but I'm not focused on that right now. But the K series locomotives are being brought up in discussions, which is always a good thing. Let's see, where are we? Up here. Oops. There we go, off-centered. Oh wow, questions. Sorry about that. K, start rolling. Yep, pretty much same with me. How much fuel can it hold? That's cool. You already saw that. I'd love to see some coal-driven locos. So coal-driven's coming eventually. Oil-fired probably coming as well eventually. So just keep on the lookout for that. Any idea for Steam achievements? Are you talking about like achievements in game or like Steam achievements? Like Steam is in the web page or browser or whatever the hell. Why are you not smooth? We're part of the same object. Smooth. Oh, the edge split isn't turned up high enough for it. Less than 90, so 85. Uh, I don't see why we can't do it, but at the same time, it's not something that's really on our to-do list. So every time that I get a question like that I don't know how to answer, the best way that I can explain it is our attitude towards it is if it's not a bug or something that is currently set to be in development, it's not going to be looked at until we have a lot of these bugs ironed out. Which you can see, you know, on you can probably figure out why we're doing it like that is because we just have a lot of bugs that we're really trying to get settled before bigger problems coming. But I'm sure that that can be put in on a list to do. So there's your keep the rocket trains. So I will say, one of the fixes that's coming sooner rather than later is we are looking at finally getting, how do I explain it? Speeds corrected. So, like the Climax and Heisler are going to be slower but can pull more. It's kind of like that now, it's just there's some things that aren't exactly correct with that. What am I doing? I always zone out when I'm... Time to pull the biggest of brain moves. Nice. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the porter flying to space. There was a... It was quite a while back on like the first or second dev stream, which is on my YouTube channel. My YouTube is in the About Me, and it's also the same as the Twitch, so if you're not subbed, you should definitely help me out and sub on there. Tyler CDL. But in one of the VODs, we were testing the porter, and this was early release, so my god, were there bugs. And yeah, one of the porters just started doing backflips and then sent to the moon. It was pretty good. Did such a good job with this music track. Like, even out of game, it's just such a good track to listen to. Alright, see you later. Take it easy. Yeah, Porter's kinda, you know, Chad Porter right now. Pretty funny. Just in case there's new people out there, how's everyone doing today? Y'all having a good day? Enjoying the stream? If you're just joining, welcome to the stream. Doing some fun time modeling with the Bell's Gap Loco. Just woke up. I'm assuming that means you're not from the US, or you're taking a really long nap. At this point, to enjoy retirement. That makes me excited for when we put like the wreck trains and cranes into the game. It's gonna be funny to see what people do. People are already trying to find ways to put trains on flat cars, which is pretty entertaining. Canada. Well, hello from Camelon. Canada. Means succeeding, indeed. I have a cold as well, so I'm with you on that one. How's the weather over there in the UK? I'm from Florida, so we're in like, hold on, we're like I think we're 70 something degrees right now, which is, I got you, hold on. It is 22.7 degrees Celsius where I'm at. What's the better brand? Porter, Baldwin, Shea, Heisler, or Alco? I'm a fan of Baldwin and Alco. I'm one of those lads. Already creating dual gauge track. Yeah, I have a feeling standard gauge is going to come very quick to this, just because like Railroads Online is kind of the best visual and physics engine out there for railroading right now, which is pretty cool to be working on. Cold as always. Raining as well, I heard. Like to see in the game, just saying. I don't know. We can look at it. Toss a suggestion in. I don't see it ever coming officially, but if you want to see if one of the modelers can come out, I'm sure they'll do something. That or pick up modeling yourself. Pretty fun. Pain in the ass at times, but fun nonetheless. Let's see. The weather for me right now is 12% humidity, cloudy, 72 out. Yeah, typical North Florida weather for November. So we're a little warm, but then again, we're Florida, so Florida bipolar weather doesn't ever make its mind up. What in the hell are you? Ford cab. Cab Ford big boy. That just look up Southern Pacific Cab Ford and you pretty much got yourself one right there. Oh, we gotta do a funny with this. I don't like doing this because it creates merged vertices. But I can fix that later. There we go. How weird does that look? Better. We're getting there. Need to smooth shade you. Go like 60. That'll make it happy. Hey, look at that. Oh wow. I've been doing game dev for a while. There's no easy venture. I did want to join that team as a programmer or coder, but Kimi said you're not looking for anyone. Yeah. That's such a weird topic, like bringing people onto the team, because even when I was brought onto the team, like everyone here kind of knows each other, and like the only person I don't know is Kume, or Stefan, as a lot of you here know him as. So one of the attitudes towards it is it's a very tight-knit team, and he's very against changing that. So that's probably the only reason. And I can guarantee you that I don't. And also, even though against a lot of people's better judgment, it is true we're not really looking for another one for now. But I would keep it interested though. But I would definitely keep that on the back burner, like, because when we need it, man, we're gonna need them. I'm assuming you're a pull cord. That's really weird. You right here, you pull cord, because that doesn't make sense. Because this right here is the whistle valve. Like that is your that is your valve. Yeah, no kidding. Well, that's what I am. Like every time I do a dev stream, I always start and end with we're a small dev team. We're only like 8 members strong, 9 members strong. That is why things take a long time, but at the same time, it's easier to manage. We're not worried about, you know, things that other dev teams are normally worried about, which is very nice. How do you look materialized? What a cool lad. There is a lot of stuff coming in. Railroad, yeah. Honest, the truth right there. Railroads Online has been in development, even without me on the team. Um, but it's been in development for I think 3 years. But speaking of, because I've seen that the view count went up just a little. For those of you just joining us for the first time, doing a quick modeling stream. This is not the official one. We are going to be doing a dev stream later on, probably around 7 to 8-ish. But yes, we'll be doing an official dev Q&A on the dev operations map and all, so you can see the stuff in game running and all that cool stuff. I need to rework this. This bothers me. What, did Raptor shout me out? I was on his stream the other day, if that's what you're referring to. I think these are good. Back to solid. Yeah, there will probably be a dev tag, both my Discord and the Railroads Online Discord for when we do the official stream. Right now I'm just looking over everything. Because I know the sand dome I have to work. Let's actually go ahead and do that. What's the what? Hold on, let me check if I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. Frog. Hog frog. Not what I wanted. It's P to partition. There we go. The beginning has begun. Thank you, Hart, for the follow. Much appreciated. This needs to be reworked. Thank you, Jacord, Jcord. Yeah, we'll go with that for the follow. I'll work on the cap in a minute. So basically, since you guys need to be able to fill this with sand, you need to model the interior as well. To be advanced, but it just needs to be there. I apologize if I miss comments and stuff. I'm kind of focusing. Nothing I cannot. I will stop in just a second and read questions. Okay, questions. Hello, Jacob. Oh no, is it gonna be a whole stream of you doing that? Frog Discord funny. Funny channel. He wanted a passenger car for him and his buds. Passenger cars are coming. We haven't started modeling on it, but I will say that they are coming eventually. Perhaps. Oh boy. You're good, thank you. J-Cord. Awesome. Thank you for the compliment. Much appreciated. A lot of time goes into it, so. I'll give you an overview in just a second. You do not need to be as fancy. Actually, you can be gone. And now what that does, I'll give you an overview, is that gives us an interior. Perhaps you guys are trying to make things as accurate as you can in this, aren't you? That is our goal. J-Cord, here is your overview. I'll even materialize it for you. There's this, and then there's the actual Loco. 1872, Baldwin 11D1, for the Bells Gap Railroad. Little 060 lad. Is there another map that will be coming bigger than the current one for longer hauls, or will it be the same size, just different layout? I couldn't tell you with that. It can be a multitude of things. Let me turn my light on because the sun's starting to go down here because of the frickin' time change. It could be... So map development is something that I don't know anything about. So sadly, I can't give you guys much information as much as I'd want to on it. But I do know that there's plans to do something with it. But it's very small compared to other locomotives. Let me show you that in just a second. I just want to get this based, so when I... There you go. So now you have funny cap. That stays there though, because it has to be animated. Oh, you were saying, what did it compared to other locomotives? So if that's your track, right? This is the track that's in game. So here's a track model. That is it on the track. So if we save really quick. Oh no, Jacob. Oh no. Open. This is your class 70. So if we take I'll do this just once. Once only, because it clutters the hell out of my workspace, which makes me very angry. He does not have the workspace set up like I do. So there is that compared to the workspace, if that gives you an idea. I think that's pretty cool, man. I find it funny when someone comments, say you're doing this or that wrong and doing... How could that be wrong? I appreciate the comment, but some of those drawings, they can actually be wrong. Because like the drawings that I work off of, since there is not blueprints for the said locomotive, there's only what they're called manufacture prints and these prints, there can be imperfections. But again, you do have a point when some people are like, oh, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. And I'm like, well, look at this picture and now watch what happens when I turn it solid. No way, it's like exactly the same. And then of course we work off of historical accuracy, so all the calculations is done by the sheet that Baldwin sends us and actual physics calculations, so. Cab interior is not going to be. Yeah, true, no one is perfect. We try, close as we can get. Yeah, but as much as I'd love to say that everyone in the Railroads Online community is reasonable, you know just as well as I do that they're not. Yeah, I appreciate it. Really do. There's your perspective right there. And then there's another project I'm really excited about that I want to get started on because I've been working on this project for what feels like forever. I want to start something new. This is a narrow gauge Mastodon, which is really freaking cool. But we do not start that for a good minute. Let's see. Too bad there's not a narrow gauge big boy. Oh boy, here we go. There cannot be, I refuse. I'm sure the modding community will make that exist. I have no doubts at all. Just to spite the dev team as well. Alright, so that's done. I actually need to check that off my list. Thank you, Jacob. Hold on. Let me look this up before I say yes or no. Okay, there's not. I was wrong. You're all weak. Cab Fords. I doubt it. I think there is a narrow gauge cab Ford out there. Actually, there is a narrow gauge cab Ford because we were talking about it in the dev chat. See, like, we go in even as far as doing... You know what I have to do? Actually, you will watch me do this. I need to go to this. So we're actually looking at doing, this goes back to J-Cord's question slash comment. We're actually doing like multiple, hold on, I'm sorry, let me grab this and then I'll answer, I'll elaborate. I need all of this. Oh my. There we go. Okay, going on to what J-Cord said with tenders, this locomotive has multiple tenders that were built for it. So what we're doing is I think we're going to be splitting locomotives and tenders now, so then you'll be able to like choose what you kind of want to do with your stuff, if that makes any sense. Why are you sideways? Actually, I don't need you. Is anyone modeling an engine house for the turntable or engine storage? Yes, actually. We have an engine shed, a 2-bay engine stall that is coming, and then we also have the Chama roundhouse, like the actual house is coming. So you have the Chama turntable and the house. And then I don't know if you saw, but I mean, let me make sure this is public before I start, you know, blabbering my mouth. Yes, it was posted. So there's the 60-foot gallows turntable, there's the Chama turntable, there's a Chama roundhouse. Um, there's the signs that are coming, and then you have all of the applications of the 2CTs, which is your tank engine, so the 260 with the weird tender. All of it's in the Discord and modeling showcase. You can also find more information on my YouTube channel. So yeah, back to what we were doing. I need to do a lot of detail for that. Let me look. Splitting tender, yeah, just curious, are you guys gonna that teleport feature like farming sim? I'm trying to take, no, not at all. That's very doubtful. I don't think we'll have some, I know I shouldn't say, I think we're having something like that eventually, not like that, but we're having some sort of teleport, but I don't think it's gonna be anything like farming sim. That is something we can do. um, so I'm sure it'll be way down the line, so don't go looking for it anytime soon. But I think that they are looking at having some sort of way to do like what's the word, cosmetic features to the map. So like moving stuff around, adding. I know eventually they want to have like a whole roads and building system, so you can kind of make like towns and stuff like that. But I don't know how long down the line that'll be. All right. That's next project. $16, $18, $22, I think. Yeah, that'll work. Appreciated. I don't know, we'll have to see on that Easter egg. Huh? Sweet, I don't like it. At the very least, if you were to put it in, make it optional to turn off. I wish they had an option farming sim to add it. Yeah, okay, I get what you mean. I'm sure there's gonna be options. With the way it's looking, especially because we had like a little vote on this or chat about it, um, it came up like, how are we gonna do, uh, those pipes don't go anywhere. how are we gonna do like the super realistic stuff? And I think we're gonna have options so you can choose what is turned on and what's not turned on, but with that comes a lot of code, so that's pretty far down the line. I shot an idea at the Satisfactory guys to possibly do a railroad game like this, but using the Satisfactory trains and stuff. That'd be interesting. What's insert? Insert. Is the control key for that? I'm forgetting minor control key, making me angry. Was bridge track used on narrow gauge? Yeah. Train cars? So, it's not a no, but the thing is a lot of narrow gauge railroads didn't do grain. Usually it was logging and mining. So that'd probably be way down the line. Pardon me. But it's not a no. What do you mean then? Why don't we have it? Why don't we have what? You do have bridge track. Oh, that is probably why. Screw it. Hauls over greatest distance. That's probably coming eventually. That's just not something we're real focused on right. Girl bathwater towers win. Hey, you can decide what's on those water towers. Okay, after 4 minutes of me staring at a circle. Not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. So, I'm not being disrespectful, Poe, but I really don't understand what you mean. Because you said, was bridge track used on a narrow gauge? I said yes. Then you said, why don't we have it? But you do. You have bridges, and then you have a different type of track that's deck track, which is bridge track. And Oh, hell no. Faces, there we go. This mode, and then we do fun time. So the only difference between normal track and bridge track, or whatever you want to call bridge track, it's deck track, is your tie spacing is closer together. Where there is rail in the middle. Do you mean guide rails, like the safety rails on a bridge? Thank you, Jacob. Okay, so that's a different thing. I don't know the exact name for it. That's something that can probably be put in easily. I would put a suggestion in for it if it's something you really want. Because we already have the models for guide tracks on the switches. So if you look on the switches, the part that's called the frog has guide tracks on them. And if you don't know what a frog is, look it up and I don't know, wherever. Why is that being really weird? Like I don't have my cursor. Yes. Is that a yes? Yes what? Yes, you want it? If you want it, go put a suggestion in. That's the best thing to do. For any of the stuff that you want like that. You tell me, I'm not writing this stuff down. I'm just, anything that really sticks out, I talk to the devs about. But if you really, really want to make sure it gets looked at, go toss it in the ideas board channel. That is your best bet. Okay. I have screwed something up. You're good. Attention. Be moved. So, quick question for those of you that are here. Do you enjoy these modeling streams, or would you rather, like gameplay streams? When I'm doing Railroads Online. There are going to be other content on this Twitch channel. Again, this isn't the official channel, it's my channel. Alright, there's one for... There we go. Cool, awesome. Glad you all enjoy. I will continue to do these then. Don't, if you're wondering why it's eating back and forth, then trying to figure out settings because for some reason my thing's just not working. we go. I want to watch the animation pipeline. Oh, you mean the, your wireframe stuff? Thank you for the follow. Like later down the road, you guys can make bank off model packs to sell to other people. So, okay, weird thing with that. The dev team doesn't make any money. Like, I have not seen a cent of profit. Actually, the whole dev team hasn't seen. The only person that sees money is Stefan. Um, we model for the game voluntarily. I won't go into my opinions on that because I don't really feel like it's my place. Not only that, I feel like people will think like get the wrong message from it. But you know, it is what it is. But that's my opinion for that. You know, I was considering opening a place to donate, but at the same time, I feel like that would take away from why I'm doing it. So you know, if you really want to help me out, my YouTube is the best way to do it. You know, subscribe there, watch a couple videos, watch some ads. That's the best I got. But I don't know. Maybe one day I'll make enough money to do this full time, but doubtful. Gives me a sense of how much time and effort goes into the game. Give me an idea. If I get bored, yeah, no kidding. But yeah, a lot of time and effort goes into this. I like these streams make good background noise and provides an insight on the modeling and effort behind each piece of rolling stock. Indeed it does. I appreciate y'all being here. Anyway, the model's looking great so far. Very excited to see the final product. I gotta head out for now, sadly. Got some stuff to do. I understand that. Might be back later though. Check out your YouTube for sure and have a nice rest of your stream regardless. Awesome, man. Yeah, take it easy. Check out the YouTube. It has the rest of the stuff on there, including like just my own personal content. And we'll have the official dev stream probably towards the later side. So shoot for like 8ish, and we'll be doing a nice dev stream with the team then. Yeah, but take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. Hello there. Another developer has stopped by. If you want to hop into the VC, just tell me, because I'll sit in a VC. I'm just not in one right now because I didn't want random people to join. I like turtles. Same. Tyler, look, there's no way that I'm actually working on Bell's Gap again. It's a miracle. Would you like to hop in a VC now, or just wait till the dev stream later? Whole army. Do we have a... Just hop in the voice chatting in the staff area in the main Discord. Let me see. So when he joins, he doesn't ear rape the stream. Tyler, speak.
Hello.
Slightly loud. Speak again.
Yes. Hello there.
There we go.
Let me make sure my VPN is not set to the United Kingdom.
You doing some shady stuff?
No. It just I keep it on at school so I don't have stupid firewalls.
Yeah, I gotcha. Would you like to see the progress on LaBelle's Gap?
I am watching the stream so I can see the progress.
We have
quite nice.
the Whistle Boy, the Lever Boy. I did the interior of the sandbox. I redid part of the headlight. I'm putting the firebox interior in now. Straightened out other little things that were bothering me. Oh, and I got the brackets for the tender. Start doing the toolbox.
Yeah.
Fun times.
I've been slowly working on
Yeah,
some of the
I've been dead,
moguls.
so you know.
Yeah, I've kind of been dead too. Called you this.
Yeah, same. I was at a point where I was like, if I keep working, I'm gonna get absolutely burnt out. So that's what I did. And I was just like, I'll take a break for a little while. Do that.
Well said. Let's see. This Baldwin is going to be getting a hooter.
This was on it.
Yep. What most locomotives at this time would have. In the future, I'm not sure what all we're going to do with whistles. I know we've got Grand 5 chimes would be definitely a thing. Toolboxes on the tender most likely will be usable. Whether or not we'll actually have a functioning game for them, I don't know.
The one on the Class 70 is.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. I just took those brackets and rebuilt them.
Good. It's how you're supposed to do the thing.
Well, I took those and rebuilt them, and then here's all this fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't like how the cab roof is on that because it's just an early Baldwin style. That's weird.
Oh, the weird swoop.
Yeah, it's the weird swoosh, and it's like Baldwin does freestyles. It's like the straight, the curved, and then that. And it's like.
I'm wondering if I should
why?
add more volleys to this, because you know what I mean, where it seems like choppy, like boom, boom.
Maybe.
I would add two there, just to smooth it out a bit. But
do keep working on the model and see how many volleys you got at the end, and then just
right now.
If you got some to spare, then boop. Also, remind me later. I'll send you Baldwin cab interior components.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing the I did the bracket because I don't know how right this is. This is the stuff that's on the drawing. I know the firebox is where it needs to be, and I'm assuming the throttle is, but I don't know about the rest of it. It seems a little simple.
Yeah, that's about right. I think Fletcher's missing a lubricator on there, as well as the injectors would be. It's kind of weird how I drew that, but the injectors would be.
And just a little.
Will engine maintenance be a thing? We thought about it. It's there was talk about just an
likely not.
Yeah. I don't know. We're looking
if it was, then it's one of those things that's going to be an option. I think that's what we discussed, where it'd be able to be like, do you want to play this in sim mode, or do you want to play this in arcade mode, or something like that?
Okay, but have you seen the new spoiler physics.
No,
They're-
I
they're-
haven't had Railroads Online started in my computer for 2 months.
I've barely played. The only times I've really been playing so far in the last month has been to record things for friends. Because I'm just on here like, oh yeah, I'm the expert with this game. I barely play it right now, but you know.
No, I've been out doing my
Yeah.
own thing pretty much. There we go. That looks a lot
We
better.
have this shout out to Jenny in the community for giving us an excellent write-up of spoiler modeling physics. It's amazing.
Who?
Jenny. I'm not gonna release too much about her and what all she's done, but let's just color me impressed.
I'm gonna keep the stream up. Actually, holy cow, we hit our time. Go for another like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna turn it off and take a break until we do the main dev stream. For those of you just joining us, or haven't heard, or when I announced it, we're doing an official dev stream tonight, probably around 8 p.m. EST. Gonna be going on for a good little while. So you feel free to hop in, ask questions, and do whatever you feel like on there. Yeah. Gonna have quite a bit of people there as well, which is kind of nice. Howdy, Skittles. Thank you. It is indeed a nice train from 1872. I need to redo these tender wheels for trucks. They're the
Yeah.
Cook class ones.
Yeah, you should take the Baldwin spec, which I should actually go and see in between stands and paintings which one I actually want to use as standard from now on. That might just like blend the two together.
Hybrid.
Oh, those are a little weird. Those aren't exactly standard Baldwin spec journal boxes
What are you talking about?
on the picture.
Oh, these? Hold on.
No, the journal boxes on the tender.
Oh, I know. I was
Oh.
getting to it.
Yeah, the stream has delay, so that's probably
I
why.
figured as much.
Yeah,
It's a weird lad. Three-axle lad.
it is. It is very interesting.
I'm trying to think of what I want to do in these last minutes. I'll get this sorted real quick. You know how weird it is to be away from Blender for a long time and then have to do something with it and it just feels alien to you?
Oh yeah, it's
I do not like the feeling. I feel useless. I'm like, oh my god.
yeah. The when I opened up Austin's Atlantic, what was that? That was like 3 days ago, and I was trying to get everything visible so I could figure out what all I needed to work on. It was just like, excuse me,
Excuse me. Yalla.
excuse me, what? How do I make sure this program actually does what I want it
How
to
does
do
one
again?
Blender?
Uh,
This is gonna be weird, but it should technically work.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
It was once you get back into the groove, it takes 5 or 10 minutes, and you're like, oh yep, I
Yeah,
remember
welcome
this.
back.
It's like waking up, and you're like
Well,
groggily
the
going
only
out of
thing
bed.
the only thing it sucked to get me to remember was like hotkeys for just a second. Like I remember
Oh yeah.
everything where I was like, oh, this is the views I need, this is the wires I need to check this and that, but it was like control what?
Yeah, and then you do it like 2 times, and then you're like, yep.
Yep, welcome back. I wonder if I should do one of these lads to this. Oh, you're cut out, aren't you? I knew this would come to bite me in the ass. Oh, you're the cab. Okay. Okay, I get what's going on now. Easy fix. Okay. I was like, uh-oh, here we go.
Yay, all the normals are correct.
You're not having an aneurysm, so that's good. Selected. One bonk. Thank you, Jacob. I wonder if the firebox should be brought. You do not look happy. That is a very complicated thing, and I think people want to see me do it. But we are running out of time because I don't want this VOD to go too long. Alright, so I'm gonna go, I'll be right back, Tyler. Say bye to stream for now.
Adios.
See you in 2 hours. Or 3, or however long. Okay, you all. Alright, lads. This is gonna let me turn everything on so you guys can get an overview. And I'll do a quick render and toss it up in the Discord. There you go. You get to see the beginnings of a render and how painfully long they take. So, ladies and gents, I just wanted to thank y'all for stopping in. Some quick information. The Railroads Online Discord, which is the game I'm modeling for, is in the description, which is the About Me section on Twitch. You guys are welcome to join my Discord if you have any questions, and if you have any suggestions / bug issues or comments, be sure to join the Railroads Online Discord to report them. There is a bugs reports channel and an idea board for you guys to put your guys' own information and whatever you would like in there. Some more about me, if you want to keep up with what I'm doing and stuff like that, if you really want to support me, follow on Twitch, all that fun stuff. I have a YouTube channel that runs under the same name, Tyler CDL, which has all of the VODs, any future streams, any past streams. They always go up there, along with other rail fanning content and stuff like that, along with my gaming stuff. It's an everything channel. That really helps me out. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. If it's a serious inquiry, please do not spam me. I already get enough of that. Other than that, the final thing I have to say is we have a development stream between 7 and 8 p.m. EST. It's going to be going for a couple hours, and we'll be doing everything from modeling to playing on the dev server to streaming to all the fun stuff. Yeah, so be sure to join that. That's going to be the time where you guys can ask questions to the individual developers and ask questions amongst all of us. That's the way to do it. Other than that, you guys have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you in a couple hours. Take it easy.